Good morning, ladies and gents, and welcome back to a special Christmas themed broadcast. Hope you're all doing well and making a bright and early start to your morning. Today's discussion topic is Christmas still a Christian celebration or more of an excuse to spend money? It's a fitting topic for this time of year when the middle-aged yummy mums are out buying perfume advent calendars for all their friends and everyone else is still at work. Joining me on set today, we have Rachel, who's on the side of keeping Christmas as it is because it's a holiday that brings families together and makes the world a happier place. And on her opposition, we have Jason, who's on the side of averting the Christmas holiday back to its religious roots because Christmas is a Christian holiday that's slowly been taken away from its righteous supporters. During the Christmas season, British households spend over £900 on Christmas presents, which equates to roughly 35% of their monthly income. But during the same month, 2.3 million people attend the Christmas church service, which is 3.2 times the weekly attendance average. So although Christmas is averagely more commercial, that extra 3% of the population make an extra effort to keep Christmas related to Christianity. So, how are you guys doing today?
I'm doing well. Enjoying the snow outside?
No, I'm on the other hand, I'm doing well, but I'm not built for the snow. I don't like the snow.
I love this weather. The Christmas boots keep me warm. So, I think we should start off the debate today with a question that I always love hearing the answer to. So, how do you guys celebrate Christmas? Are there any sort of traditions that you and your families do every year?
Well, every year, my family, we on the 24th, we just sit down and just talk about ourselves, what we've been up to since my family, we're all kind of separated doing our own things in our room. And then on Christmas Day, me and my mum go downstairs and prepare the food and everything. And then after we finish eating, we go upstairs, open presents, and then we just go over to family because everyone else does their own thing in the morning. But then we go over and open each other's presents, each other.
Me on the 24th, as a church, we all get in contact with one another. We agree to meet at a specific time. It will usually be around night time kind of thing. And then we would sit down, pray, sing, dance together. Sometimes we will play some games just to bring the Christmas spirit about. And then on the 25th in the morning, I personally praise the Lord by myself because I'm still striving to become a better Christian. And then I go to pray with my family. And after I pray with my family, we all go downstairs, we all look at the amount of presents that's underneath the tree, and then we sit down, open them, have Christmas dinner, and then after Christmas dinner, we sit down and we watch films.
So a tradition that me and my family has, is that we leave some of the Christmas decorations right until the day of Christmas. And then we get up in the morning and before we do anything else, we finish putting all the decorations on the tree. There's so many that you can't even see the tree by the end of it. It's just a colour bomb. So, now that we know what our two parties here stand for, we took to the streets of London to ask the general public some similar questions that we're asking here today. And these are the responses we got.
Hey, we're out in Leicester Square to see if the public think that Christmas is still a Christian holiday or if it's being commercialised. Let's see what they think.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
I do.
Tradition, so, well, we usually have, actually the Christmas Eve, we have this little Christmas box, so we have all the sweets in there, the movies, the Christmas games, stockings in the morning, but not much other than that. Family Christmas dinner, nothing wrong with a bit of Christmas dinner.
Probably when I was a child, the presents and believing in Santa and everything like that.
So my situation's quite unique, so I'm a paramedic, so I tend to work quite a lot of Christmases. But I know family get together, everyone looks forward to a big healthy meal, and just to see each other.
Not really anything specific. Something weird that we do is that we have a Nerf gun war every year. All of our family just brings each of a Nerf gun and we shoot each other. Okay.
Oh, blimey. Quite a bit really, don't we? Probably about a monkey, I suppose. 500, yeah.
Not that much actually. I just give presents to my mom and my grandma. So maximum £100, maximum. All right.
Probably 100, maybe 2. I have family. Yeah.
Oh my god. Maybe 500? Yeah, I actually go out.
I mean, probably £100 each person. Depends how much I love them, really.
I think for most people it's like spending money. Like most people don't get the real thing about Christmas anymore. It's just like the trend and the presents.
I think everyone can choose how they want to celebrate it. I think generally speaking it is more of a worldwide celebration rather than Christian.
I think it's losing it,
Yeah.
personally, like, yeah, I mean, we're losing religion in this country anyway, like, you know, I think personally, you know, I'm 70 now, so I've seen quite a few changes.
It's definitely commercial now. It's like, it's just to spend money. Businesses are definitely like exploiting it. So yeah, it's not about like Christianity anymore.
Just have a little look around. I mean, this place isn't really for Christians. This is for, you know, buying and selling. That's all it really is. But nice time though. I'm enjoying it, like the lights. So.
I still say yes.
Oh, of course he is. Of course he is.
I hope so, because otherwise I don't know who's coming down my chimney every Christmas.
No.
No, because I haven't got any gifts from him.
No, he's in spirit,
And we're back. I hope you enjoyed that video. One of the things I love most about Christmas is whether you're Christian or not, everyone has their own traditions. Just to sum up that video in short, is the general feedback from the public is that Christmas isn't much of a religious holiday anymore, but it still brings people together and gets everyone to go that extra mile. But that isn't all we're here for today. How do you feel about what was said in that video?
I agree with what most of the public people said about like how they celebrate Christmas now. It's not much of a religious aspect right now, especially what that lady about the Nerf gun wars. I really like her idea. It's just like getting family together and enjoying the time.
The Nerf gun wars thing is kind of a weird situation. I don't really understand the point of the Nerf gun wars. I mean, I get you might want to have some fun, but in my eyes, that kind of like encourages violence, like getting guns and shooting each other. Like I get his toys, but then again, what is that teaching the younger people? And like Nerf gun wars really, like, it doesn't really correlate to Christmas. It's kind of like the opposite.
Yeah, but they might not be religious to celebrate it in that way.
No, I get the idea.
Tradition.
I get the idea of not being religious, but like, still, Nerf gun wars. Out of everything you could have done,
Yeah,
Nerf gun
it's
wars.
what kids enjoy now. I see a lot of people doing that.
She's not a kid though. She's an
Yeah, but
adult.
it's her family. If she has like younger kids that like to do that, then just let it be. They don't need to celebrate Christmas like that.
I mean, me personally, Vox Pops, I do agree with the idea that it's become more commercialised. Like, not all Christians celebrate Christmas anymore. There's only a certain percentage of people that celebrate Christmas, and there's that small percentage of people who are Christians who don't celebrate Christmas because of what it's become. So, yeah.
So, where do you think the line between celebrating differently and completely taken away from the religious celebration is?
Oh, there's no line. There's no line at all. That line's been blurred completely because people take from certain, how do I say this? Certain traditions and certain beliefs and make it into their own little tradition. So there's not really a line to be drawn anywhere, unless you have those very like stuck-up Christians who celebrate it this way, pray all day, dedicated to the day. But yeah, in my opinion, there's not really a line anymore.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think there's a line. I think just people just celebrate the way they want, but there's still religious aspects of it because that's how it was.
And a question for you, Rachel, is that do you think it's disrespectful to take away from someone's religion by separating differently to how they might want you to?
I don't think it's that disrespectful because then again, you have your own tradition as well. The way you were brought up and celebrated, that's most probably how you think it should be celebrated.
My question to you is, with other religions on Christmas, like Hanukkah or Eid, do you guys take from that religion?
We don't take off it because we don't have time to.
Okay.
For Christmas, we get time off. Everyone gets time off for Christmas, Easter, Valentine's Day, which is all part of the Christian holidays.
Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Is it a part of Christian's holiday?
A Christian feast.
I don't really think it is. I can't lie. But if it is, that's my bad. But I mean, yeah, the idea of just like taken from other things. There's not really a line to be drawn, and it's just as simple as that.
So what do you think about the Bible not actually mentioning the 25th as Jesus' date of birth?
I don't mind it, because it wasn't written down in history when Jesus was specifically born. There's not a day that's been noted in the Bible. There's no mention of Christmas in the Bible. But as Christians, the Roman Catholics chose that day, and they specified, and they said, yes, we're going to praise the Lord on this day because he was brought into the flesh. So my personal opinion, I think it's good that they pick that day. So there's not really confusion. I don't think the Lord's the type of person to be like, no, I want it to be on my actual birthday, because we don't know when his actual birthday is. So yeah.
So, and what are your traditions as a family and as individuals when it comes to in terms of presents?
In terms of presents, since I'm the oldest female in my family, everyone just gives me money, and then I have to go buy presents for the family. Because all of my cousins and nieces and nephews, since, well, we don't really talk to them often, it's like every now and then on FaceTime. But whenever I buy it, it is a lot of money. There's so many kids, and they just want, whatever presents that they enjoy. But it's fun when you see them, because they're all giddily and happy when they open their present, and I think it's just really cute.
For me personally, when it comes to presents, we don't really splash money. We buy one present for each other that's meaningful, and that's about it. I mean, with my baby sister though, on the other hand, she's only 7 years old, so we choose to spoil her, because when we was growing up, we were spoiled with presents. So it wouldn't be fair, just because we're more strict and we have more faith, it's not fair for us to take advantage of that and take away Christmas from someone who's young. So in my opinion, I do spend quite a bit of money on my baby sister, but when it comes to my parents and my older sister, I tend to spend just a little bit.
So, and going back to the Vox Pops, do you think it's fair that some families can afford to spend hundreds, maybe thousands of pounds every year on Christmas presents for themselves, their children, family members, and other families can barely afford to spend anything based off the cost of living crisis?
Personally speaking, I think that it depends on your financial situation. If you've got money to spare, if you've got thousands of pounds in your bank, then sure, go ahead, splash that money. I don't really care. But for people who are poor and don't really have that money to spend, I think the idea of just spending just a little bit of money is still meaningful. It means something. So yeah. Yeah,
I agree with that. It's just what you buy for them is what you've known from them.
Yeah.
It's what you're intertwining, I guess.
So, and what do you think about other religions not being made commercial?
It's kind of, I don't want to say it's not fair, because I don't want people to commercialize Eid or Hanukkah, but I feel like we've been targeted because of the idea that when the three wise men came to give Jesus that one gift, people like that idea, and so they developed it into their own idea, and they took it and they kind of just gave more presents instead of just one.
I think Christmas as a holiday itself is meant to be commercialised, just because it's like a 2-week holiday as well, whilst other religions don't get that.
Meant to be commercialised? What do you mean?
I'm sorry to interrupt your final, sounds important point there, but that's all we've got time for. But one thing I think is personally very important is that Christmas is a Christian holiday, and people should respect that fact, but also that we live in a modern society, and that holidays adapted to the country's culture, and Christmas truly is what you make it, as long as you're respectful of others. And whatever your views are on Christmas and its surrounding celebrations, just remember to be kind and make the most out of what you have and what you may be given. Thanks a lot for joining me here today. I really appreciate your time and your views. It's very interesting, and I like the contrast between you two. But I hope you lot have all enjoyed today's episode. I know I have for sure. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas and goodbye.